Hello everyone, the Oscar nomination should be coming out in about 2 weeks from now, so I'm gonna start giving my opinions on my picks and my predictions for each of the major categories. So this video will be about Best Supporting Actor. A caveat, I have not seen The Florida Project, so Willem Dafoe will not be in my picks because I don't think it's going to be coming out around here again anytime before the nominations are released, and I just want to get this video out before the nominations are out. So he will not be in my picks, but he might be in my predictions. So for my picks, I'm going to go through what I think are the top 5 Best Supporting Actor performances of the year from 5 to 1. So at number 5, I have Sam Rockwell from 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. He was incredibly captivating this entire movie, and the progression that his character had from the beginning to the end is one of the most fascinating parts of the film overall. And even though there were a few things with his character that I didn't quite like, there was nothing about his performance that I didn't think was incredible. My number 4 pick is Dustin Hoffman from the Meyerowitz stories New and Selected. Dustin Hoffman's performance very much carried the heart of the film, even though he was not the main character of it and was not as important to the plot per se as Ben Stiller or Adam Sandler were. He very much tied the entire film together in a cohesive package. I felt like he did what was lacking in The Glass Castle with Woody Harrelson's performance, and he melded that line beautifully of seeming like a terrible person at some times, but also very endearing and very lovable in some aspects, and you really respected the character at points. And I feel like walking that line makes him deserve a spot on this list. My number 3 pick is Michael Stuhlbarg from Call Me By Your Name. He had that one scene towards the end, which I think is probably the second best acting, like in general, of this entire year, and he was very good for the majority of the movie, but that one scene in particular really makes him deserve a spot high up on this list, and I desperately hope that he gets nominated. My number 2 pick is Armie Hammer, also by Call Me By Your Name. Armie Hammer had one of the most complicated characters and one of the most difficult roles that he had to portray this year, and he had to also walk this line of seeming youthful yet seeming mature at the same time, and he really did a great job, and he did a very great job of capturing the emotional connection between him and Timothée Chalamet, and I feel like that movie overall is based off of the performances between Chalamet and Hammer, and both of them are so strong that elevate that movie to one of my favorites of the year. Now, my number 1 Best Supporting Actor performance of the year is getting absolutely no Oscar attention at all, because it came out earlier in the year and no one really saw it and everyone forgot about the movie. And my best performance of a supporting actor is Will Poulter in Detroit. He was chilling in this movie. The tension in this movie, while a lot of it was because of Catherine Bigelow's direction of the film, a lot of it is on the shoulders of Will Poulter. Will Poulter was haunting, and he very much made you feel the intensity and the fear that a lot of African Americans feel when interacting with cops. And he had the humanity and the psychosis elements of his character down. So he felt very layered and very rich and very real, which made it all the much more disturbing. Now, for my predictions. I feel like this year, there aren't going to be a whole lot of surprises with a lot of the nominations that'll come out. I feel like there is a little room, and there are a few that are not quite certain, but compared to years prior, especially the award ceremonies in 2015 and 2016, I feel like the 2018 ceremonies won't have as much discrepancy or as many wild cards going into them. So, who I think is the 5th most likely to get a nomination spot is Michael Stuhlbarg for Call Me By Your Name. I think he's just going to eke in there, but I would not be surprised if Steve Carell ended up getting in there for Battle of the Sexes, but I seriously hope that Stuhlbarg gets in there. 4th most likely, I think, is Richard Jenkins for Shape of Water. Well, I really liked his performance. He just barely missed out on my top 5 list. Totally fine with him being on this list. Number 3, I think, is going to be Army Hammer for Call Me By Your Name. I think that he's just been getting a lot more traction lately, and he's definitely getting more traction than Stuhlbarg is as of now, I believe, and I think he's going to get one of the spots. Number 2, I think, is Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project. While I haven't seen the movie, everyone's been raving about his performance, and his performance is the thing that is standing out from the film overall. So I trust their beliefs, and I'm pretty confident that he's going to get a nomination. And at number 1 is Sam Rockwell from Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I think he's probably the frontrunner to win the award at this point. I mean, he won the Golden Globes and he won the Broadcast Film Critics Award. So I think it's pretty safe to say that he's at least going to get nominated, if not win. However, some of the SAG nominations were a little weird, whereas neither of the supporting actors from Call Me By Your Name got nominated, so there's a little discrepancies in those. But I still think the Oscars will give both of them, and I think these 5 will be the 5 that will be announced come the 23rd. So, in the comments below, drop me your picks and your predictions, and if you think I'm totally wrong, tell me why. Over the next few weeks, I should have my other acting, my picture director, my screenplay, and cinematography, score, and best animated film predictions coming out. So check back at my channel, and if you like this video, drop it a like down below and subscribe. Thanks!